Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to Play It Painted Live. Just getting a few things set up here. Just a warning, tonight's show may be cut a little short. My son is, well, it's warmer right now. It's starting to heat up here in Southern California, and so when it's warm, it's hard to fall asleep. My son may or may not fall asleep tonight. I can still hear him upstairs. And normally by this time I have him asleep and, you know, mom is good and we're good to go. So we tried putting him to sleep and we thought we had him around 8 or so. He went down and then he immediately sprung back up and like new life in this kid. And so we're going to see how this goes. So anyway, apologies in advance if we have to cut it short. I can still hear him crying, in fact. You might be able to hear him. I went upstairs to check in. My wife does not want me to intervene, even though typically I'm the person to put him to sleep. But we'll see. And we'll see how this goes. So I'll just admit to you guys, it does bother me. Like, I don't like the idea of being down here shooting this show while my wife is struggling to put the baby to sleep. I try to be involved, okay? So, anyway, what are we working on tonight? Well, you heard my air compressor kick on there, so we are doing some airbrushing. So here's another issue with tonight. So the bad news is we're going to be doing a little bit of airbrushing. Then I swear we'll break off and start to paint one of these models. Now, what am I painting tonight? I'm painting some really cool stuff. And it's one of the things about, you know, sitting through this live show, as you can see some of the cool stuff I get to paint. Here is, these are Parallax miniatures. So my friend Adam Rosenblum, you guys may know him. He's been on the show before. He is working on a game called Parallax, and this game is supposed to be on Kickstarter pretty soon. Now, as part of his promotion, he is going to be running game demonstrations at WonderCon this year. So WonderCon is going to happen in less than 2 weeks now. So I offered to do some painting for him, you know, just so that his demo crews are painted up and they look nice and whatever. You know, nothing too fancy, but I'll admit it was for selfish reasons, is because while I'm not a big fan of the bipedal animal theme that you know, that you hordes and rack them and all that kind of stuff, I do like painting this scale of miniature. It's quite fun. It's very fun, especially if you enjoy airbrushing like I do. So right now I'm just in the middle of doing some color blocking. So here's one of the I just call them minotaurs. I don't know what they're called in game. Here's another minotaur. But yeah, I just barely started. I did a zenithal prime. I'll show you what that looks like. So this is just the zenithal prime on these like Babar looking things. Elephant people. I don't know what they're called. Hajin. Sorry, Adam. I got it. Hajin. So that's basically just a black prime, and then you hit it with white primer and you hit the highlights, and you can see it's already shaded. So we got those. We got these like cat archer guys, which are really cool. So anyways, I've got about 10 of these models to finish before WonderCon. And I'm not really worried about meeting the timeline. It's just I want to move through them pretty quick and enjoy it at the same time, and then move on to other projects. So anyway, let's see what we got here. I got a message already. Let's see. Okay, well, that was an interesting, that had nothing to do with this show, but that's okay. Anyway, so that's what I'm working, and tonight I'll be working on these wolf guys. Canids, right? These look like House Goritzi stuff from Wrath of Kings, but they're not. These are canids from Parallax. You can see that for scale, they're pretty big. Here, I'll show you. Like, this is a regular. She just hangs out on my desk. This Reaper Mini, Sophia. So here's Sophia, and here's this is like these guys are among the smaller miniatures for Parallax, and you can see the size difference there. This guy's on a 40 mil, she's on a 30. But yeah, and then the Minotaurs are gigantic. So anyway, this is what we're working on tonight. And I'm just doing some color blocking, and then we're going to get in and do some painting. So I use two different browns. This one's kind of a saddle brown, and this one's kind of an umber. Or do I have it backwards? No, yeah, this one's kind of an umber. This one's kind of a saddle brown. They look similar on camera, but so I hit them with that coat. We're about to come in here, and I'm gonna start to do the underbelly. And so I'm gonna start to highlight. So I'm gonna start to highlight with this light brown. Now the thing about using an airbrush to highlight is you can cheat and be like a few colors ahead than you normally would be, because the airbrush is going to handle the gradient for you. So the idea with this light brown is this is going to be on the center of the chest here, kind of like the underbelly of a regular wolf or a dog, where the fur is lighter on the underbelly. So still hear my kid crying. We'll see if my wife pulls me, because and I don't blame her. I should, by all accounts, be upstairs, and we're going to deal with my guilt tonight. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started on the underbelly. If you guys have any comments, if you're just tuning in, welcome to Play It Painted Live. Let us know what you're painting or what you should be painting. You can leave comments on this YouTube stream on Google, or you can tweet me at Play It Painted. So here we go. So this will start to, that lighter color will start to show up. And just like highlighting, you just keep bringing it out higher and higher. There you go. Let's do the other one. Really not much to this. The nice part about airbrushing is you really can keep all of this wonderful detail while you step up. So okay, so I still have a little bit of light brown in the gun here. So I'm just gonna do a little chest treatment on the on this guy. So this guy's a side project. So he basically just gonna take the excess colors for color blocking. It's pretty good, actually. You can see how nice the textures are, because the muscle definition on these are so good. You can do your your shading, your highlighting, lighting effects. Should look pretty good. Getting a little bit of a speckle here, so I'm pulling it back. All right. Pretty good, actually. I mean, you could highlight if you want. You can just lightly highlight the entire miniature and just kind of focus it down here on the flesh. What that does is it gives you, it helps the two colors blend, because as you can see, it is quite a jump from umber to this color. Yeah, I got a little bit of a speck there. I don't like that. Hold on. So let me just clean the speck off. So here we go. I still have all right. So now we're just gonna a little more this light brown here. That's a lot more on this guy. Yeah, you got to be careful because you build too much, then you start to lose some of that nice gradient. You got to be a little more precise about where the highlights are going. We'll do a little on the face here. There we go. Okay. In fact, I still have, so I'm even going to just shoot a little on this guy. Yeah. Once again, welcome to Play It Painted Live. Let's know what you're painting, what you should be painting. These are Parallax miniatures from the upcoming game Parallax by Adam Rosenblum. Pretty cool. All right. I've got to, let's see, still have a little bit of this light brown, so I'm going to hit the cats here. See how this works out? You just do color blocking, and the way these like animals are all lined up. You just keep firing away. I had another one. Here we go. Here's another cat archer. There we go. What do you say? What do you say? There we go. Okay. All right, so now let's step up to the next color. Well, I still have. All right. My fault for overloading the light brown. Oh, geez. Hold on. Yeah, I really did overload that light brown. There we go. Had to pull the needle out just to fire the rest of it through the gun. And then we're going to run just a little bit of a rinse through here. Back, let me load Q&A, make sure that's up. Hope you guys are having a good night tonight. My son got really quiet, so let's see. Hello from Virginia. What's up, David? All right. And we are just about ready to move on to the next color. So all right. Really the last color of the flesh here, aged white. This is just going to be a really tiny little highlight. There's not a whole lot going on here because that other transition was plenty. So I'm just going to put enough just so that I've got a little bit on the airbrush. And then it's just going to come in right there, dead center of the chest. There, and that's it. Really, I can do something like that if I want to. Give them like kind of a whitish hair, but I probably won't. See? There's just a little transition there. There we go. And for completion, I still have enough to highlight this guy. There you go. All right. So next up, let's get to work on the steel here, because really that's it for like airbrushing. You do steel. You do the areas that require transition. I forgot. Probably should do these horns. That might be the call to abandon the show. And check up on that. Just getting rid of the excess aged white on the horn here. All right. Let's see what we got. Painting Temple Flame Guard Officer for War Machine. Cool. You work on a pretty good variety of stuff, David. Okay, one of these days. There we go. Let that load. Okay. Let's see what's going on with the wife. Okay. Yeah. She's struggling here, so we are gonna have to cut this short. Let me just finish emptying out the white here. So I'm gonna apologize right now. I think what I can do is I'm either gonna turn the stream back on in say a half hour, or I'm going to do the stream tomorrow. We'll just have to see. So if I'm on in the next half hour, great. If not, I'm just gonna have to apologize to you guys, and we'll do it again tomorrow night. So anyway, yeah, we got to see airbrush a thing. But hey, I'm not gonna make any apologies about putting my family first, and my wife needs my help right now to get the little kid to sleep. So yeah, this is gonna be a very short stream. I'll just run a little alcohol through here. And I will, there we go. A little alcohol through there. Let's clean that up. Just to kind of clear out the gun. There we go. All right, so there she goes again. So I guess we are, well, hold on. Let me read this one more time. Let's see. Leave that with just a little bit of alcohol in it. Okay, so Corey's offering to run the show. That's cool. I don't think you have access from where you're at, Corey, to run this. But anyway, I'm gonna go upstairs, check in with my wife. I am going to shut down the feed now. Check back in a half hour or so, or actually, you can check my Facebook page. I'll put an update as to if I'm hopping back on or not tonight. If not, want to thank you guys for watching. Again, sorry, hey, family happens, and we'll catch you on the next one.